So here is really the main little street in Buchs, Switzerland. There's a bunch of little shops. It's a one-way street, which is really handy. Just it makes it easier crossing and walking around for pedestrians. But the best part is you can see the Swiss Alps right there and the snow on top. This is the last day I'm here. I would have filmed this sooner, but it was foggy all week. So today is really the first day. There's a clear sky. It's absolutely beautiful. It's probably like 35 degrees Fahrenheit, a little cooler. I was out on a run this morning before the sun came up. Clear sky, but giant full moon. And it was neat because it was above the mountains and you could see the mountains in the dark. With the moonlight shining down. So really the most kind of Americanized thing that's here, so you can see it on camera, is the McDonald's. And it's quite popular. You do see people in there. And doesn't look like they're doesn't even look like they're quite open. Maybe those are workers in there. The hours, things close early here, and then Sunday there's not much open. What I like about Sundays, if you're a tourist, it's difficult because you're dealing with trying to find a place to eat. Most people, everyone speaks German here, and if you don't speak German, most places they'll understand what you're saying in English. Slightly. So Sundays are tough. So you can see there's just kind of like a little mall down here. That screen's usually on during the day. There's a bookstore, like a poke bowl type of place, which is really, really good on the right there. There's clothing stores. And where my office is here, from where my hotel is, it's about a mile. And when other colleagues and myself are in town, and when I say other colleagues, they're coming from other places in the world outside of the US. So it's neat because I get to see them a couple times a year versus just seeing them on video. And a lot of times we'll walk to the office, so we'll walk that mile. It's really nice. For example, when I was walking home last night, I was at the office late till 6:30. I was walking back by myself. And you end up walking through on these little paths. And you're walking through these little paths through kind of people's, I wouldn't say their backyards, through neighborhoods. And it's different than the US. The homes are very old, but beautiful. And a lot of people walk and bike to work. There's a lot of people bike riding year-round, but it's for transportation. And when I was walking back last night, I could hear cowbells, and I looked, and it was a bunch of sheep with like bells around their necks. And it's just neat to say, hey, on my way to work, I walked past a yard with sheep in it. Other times you'll see, across the street here, this is a bit noisy. You'll see cows, you'll see wildlife. The food here is absolutely to die for. Swiss food is good, but all the ingredients are very fresh, which is awesome. So one interesting thing is where I used to sometimes stay is, of course, I'm being blocked by this truck to my left. Where I used to stay in this building all the way up there, not all the way up there, but up there. So this is a shopping mall on the first floor called, shopping food. The name of the hotel is Motel. It's now called Flexi Motel. I don't stay there anymore. I mean, it's fine, but I don't stay there anymore. I prefer the hotel that I shared the inside of the room with in the other video. And I don't stay there anymore because it's now called Flexi Hotel. And what that means is it's a self-service hotel, and which is fine. There's a kiosk. You go up, you put your credit card in, it finds your reservations, and it kicks out a key with a room number on it. And for really the biggest reason I don't stay there is they don't really have any breakfast. You can get a croissant, which is very big around here, and it's good, but I just don't want a piece of bread. I mean, it's more than a piece of bread, but you know what I'm saying. So I stay at the other hotel, which is just the accommodations are a little bit nicer. There's no Marriott in town or Hampton Inn. So I stay in the other hotel, and they have a little bit bigger of a breakfast. But one thing in Europe is lunch meat is very common for breakfast. So there'll be platters of just cold cuts. And you can have some cold cuts. So I'm kind of giving you an example of walking through kind of like some neighborhoods. And the roads this morning are a little bit busy because I think all the delivery trucks come. It's about, I think it's like 8:30 in the morning. And that's what you just saw back there is about as busy as it gets. But now we're kind of just, if I were walking to the office today, this is kind of how I would go. These like small, narrow streets. But you can hear now how quiet it is. And you can see that that clock up there, that there's basically a bell that rings every half hour, every hour. At the other hotel that I pointed out to you, if you have your window open, because there's no air conditioning, which you don't need now, as of this taping, you can, that thing will wake you up. It doesn't go all night, but it goes off 6 in the morning, but it rings like, I swear it rings 12 times. You know, not just like the you know, ring 6 time kind of thing. Yeah, so this is an example of some of the homes and what I was talking about, walking through these paths. It's just neat. This is my 11th time here, and I'm very comfortable here, and I also feel extremely safe. Those that know me know that I'm into fitness, and I could walk down one of these paths. Yes, a bicycle person coming. Let them go. As some of you know from the other videos that I'm into fitness, I'll turn around and walk down that path to show you. Here's just a view. When I'm out running in the morning, it's interesting, I don't see anyone else running. Where at home at the other locations, I'll see people out here or there. But you just feel so safe. You get an idea of the homes here, look how old they are. It's really cool. It's always so quiet. I'm afraid to talk too loud. Yeah, could you imagine just waking up and this is your view? Yeah, so this is a slightly different way than I walked to the office, but I just wanted to show everyone what it's like. Yeah, see everyone on their bikes. They're not just doing it for exercise or leisurely. They're heading somewhere to work or school, which I think is pretty cool. Ooh, I can smell someone cooking. And the bakeries around here, oh my gosh. When I'm running early and they're just getting started and I can smell it, it's torture. Yeah, two kids riding to school, clearly. It is very refreshing that there's still communities and places in the world that are like this. And I know there's a lot more elsewhere. So, oh yeah, I think I know where this is. I think that's one of the bakeries I ran past. So basically this town is just like a giant circle. So you might hear in the background the bells. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what you would walk past on the way to work. Yep, so if I'm heading to work, back out of here. I'm heading to work, there's this path behind this building or trail, and so where I see that person on bikes coming from. And if I walk maybe another less than half mile, the office building appears. And can you see it from here? No, you really can't. I don't think that's not it. It would be on the other side of that. Yeah, so my day job, the global headquarters, is in this little town. Pretty neat. So when I talk about I'm in the Midwest location, you can go down this way. When I'm in the Midwest location, we are a child company or subsidiary of the global company, or the global headquarters, which is here in this little town. So I'm very fortunate to have found this company when I did 8 years ago. Well, I should say they kind of found me. And then I found out they were here, and where they were located in the US as well. So pretty cool, and it's cool to be able to take advantage of it. It smells amazing through here. Someone is cooking up a storm. And what I was starting to say about the food earlier is the food. Now look, the Swiss food's a little different, and I do enjoy it though, probably because I've been coming here long enough. But whatever you get to eat, chicken, if you're into meat, or cheese is amazing here. It just tastes so much more fresh. It really, really does. I notice a difference in my digestion when I'm here. And it's not like I've been here 1 or 2 times. It's like I've really noticed over time. And yeah, you don't see a lot of fat people here either. It's all moving. You know, for example, like I don't have a car when I'm here. I take the train from the airport, which is about 2 hours. And then I get off the train station, walk to the hotel. And then from there, check in. You might have just heard the chime from the clock I was talking about. And then, like I said, I'll walk to work. I've walked home from work a lot of nights. There's been some evening activities after work, so typically I go to that, and that's further away, so somebody will give me a ride. But when I'm just at the office, I walk. It was raining the other night. Just put my hood on, just walked. There's even an evening where I showed you kind of where those sheep were. I was walking down that path and I heard this meow, 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 and then it got louder and louder, and it was a cat, just came right up to me, was rubbing up against my leg, wanted to be petted, followed me for 2 blocks, and then turned around, went back. I mean, you can have that experience anywhere, but it was kind of cool. And I get here, so this year I've been here twice. I was here in February, now I'm here now. I'm thinking, this is my 11th time here, so I'm thinking, you know, typically average couple times a year. COVID, that kind of stopped. And the funny thing is, with walking around here, there's so many different ways you can go to get to the same place. So typically I start off in the same place, wind around these roads, and then pick up kind of where those lambs are, or the sheep, and make my way to the office. So here we're a little further up. But we'll see. I'll show you. Because you can see the clock right there across the street. Yeah, so the clock that I kind of pointed out, I'll cut through here. I used to, when I was first staying here and I was trying to attempt to walk to the office on my own without any coworkers and not get lost or come back, that would always be my kind of like marker. So I knew where I was, because you could always just take the main street that I was walking on. You just walk that for a mile and you just got to make really 2 turns and you're at the office. Yeah, so I came just basically further up on that street that we turned off on, because you could see, there's the clock. It's weird because normally at this time I'm at the office, so I don't see what goes on in the street. So I guess that makes sense. All the workers are doing their thing. There's cafes. What's going on there? So what I'll do is I'll walk us back to the hotel. Yes, they do this every day. They clean the streets. I mean, look how clean it is. This video is cool for me as well because I've taken still pictures and shared them on social media and text family and friends, but I haven't really made a video. So it's kind of neat they can look at this. Also, you know, I understand nothing lasts forever and who knows how long we'll be doing this. So it'd just be kind of cool to have a video just walking around, checking things out. Yeah, a lot of these types of like restaurants, they have like burgers, platters, actually has pizza. There's a couple pizza places around here. It's pretty good. It's not like New York, you know, style New York pizza, but I don't discriminate against pizza. I can eat all kinds of pizza. There's just different categories of it. You can't compare them to each other because there's definitely different categories. Yeah, so we're kind of where we started, because before I cut behind the grocery store there, and even the grocery store, that place is closed on Sunday. What I had found is there's I guess we would say it's a convenience store by the train station, which is near my hotel, which is a few more blocks down. They seem to be open on Sundays because the train's going. And I have stepped in there to get something, usually something to eat. I've been here all types of times a year. My favorite's like the spring, like May, June, because things are really getting green and the mountains are green. You'll see green on the mountain, but then at the tippy top there'll be snow, and it looks really weird. So it'll be warm down here, you'll be wearing shorts, and then there's snow up there. And one time, I've done this a few times actually, taking a cable car up, but one time I took a cable car up and it was warm. It was like I don't think it was summer, but it was like close to it. But it was those types of temperatures. And I remember like we were going to dinner we were taking a cable car and going up top to go to dinner. And I remember thinking to myself, there's snow up there. It's probably gonna be cold. I brought a jacket with me, but that's all I really had. And when you got up there, it was like you went to winter time within a period of 30, 45 minutes in a cable car. Cable cars are enclosed. It's not like a ski lift. But yeah, it was really cool. Because I remember that day I was sitting there in this cabin eating dinner with my colleagues, and there was snow piled up to the window. And then I was like, this can't be. Like there's everything's green down there. It's surreal. And what's neat is from the office, and it's just too bad I didn't think of it. I should have taken a picture. I probably have an old picture, but taking a picture. When you're sitting in your office, you just look out like this. You just see the mountains with snow in it. It's really cool. And my colleagues here see that every day. And it's kind of like, for them, it's kind of like, ho hum. I don't know how this runner is in t-shirt and shorts. I was out here this morning, as I said before, and I'm wearing workout pants, long sleeve t-shirt, windbreaker, winter hat, and gloves. I don't know how that individual is doing that, because I have no gloves on while I'm holding the camera and my hands are frozen off. Oof. There you can see how other people are dressed. There's a guy in the shorts. To each their own, as they say. And he's out doing it. So I guess shouldn't make fun of him. Yeah, so up on the right here is the corner where my hotel is. So together while we were talking, you might have heard my watch, but we walked a mile. Well, I didn't have the camera on the whole time, but mostly. So thanks for keeping me company. I was just actually gonna walk to the convenience store, and I thought, you know what? I haven't pulled the camera out because it's been foggy all week. And I think what I'll do is, before we go, because I'm going to go straight to the train station where the convenience store is, I'll show you my hotel. I'll show you the outside. I did a video already on the room when I got here. You can see the sun coming up over the mountains. Sorry that it's maybe ruining the picture here. All right, yeah, so this is my hotel right here. So that is, I guess, the newer part of the building, and there's rooms up there, but there's a restaurant in here, but my room is in the old part, which is really cool because it's a big room. So the one with the window open is my room, my hotel room. So this is all attached inside. It looks separate out here, and it's not like you're getting a room service here. So the name of the hotel is obviously the Buchserhof. And it's not like a chain. You can't buy the Buchserhof. You can't use your Bonvoy points there. An interesting thing while we're walking is every day when I'd walk to work, I didn't walk every single day, but when I'd walk to work and I'd be at my desk working, my phone was giving me an alert that it was detecting an AirTag in my proximity. And I was concerned about that because I've heard of like criminals and whatnot using AirTags to figure out your location so they can like rob your house when you're not home. And I was like, where would I pick up an AirTag? So it would have to be my computer bag because that's the only thing I'm bringing with me. And I was on a call, so like when I got the alert, so I couldn't really mess with it. And so finally, then I totally forgot about it, quite frankly. And the next day, the same thing happened. And I pulled up Find My on my phone. And sure enough, it showed my path to the office. I was like, okay, I really don't like this. And then it dawned on me, my key to my hotel room. That is it right there. They're actually tracking where the keys are. Now I wonder if they're doing that for two reasons. One, I guess in a way when they're doing like service for the room, they know if you're in there or not, because they only give you one. Two, for the obvious reason, you lose the keys, so they can find them right, they can pinpoint exactly where they are. And three, oh, that's cool. There's an old train up there. I never noticed that before. Three, it's creepy. So I really don't like that. But whatever. So here's like the little stream here. So I know we're like on the edge of the Nile, and I have no idea if that feeds into it or what that is, but the water's so clean. Even in Zurich, at one time I was here for 2 weeks and I spent a Saturday walking around Zurich in the summer. You could drink the water there. Try doing that in New York. It's just such a clean place, Switzerland. And this is a train station. The other thing I should point out is there is no one sleeping on these benches or just panhandling anywhere. And I've been out all hours, like running in the morning, way before the sun's come up. No one. You feel totally safe. No, this is not an ad to come live here, but it's nice when you're so far away from home that you feel comfortable and you feel safe. So I'm walking up on a convenience store. I'm gonna get myself something. And so this kind of concludes this one. And I hope, if anything, you get to check it out a little bit and kind of see another part of the world that you might not see or ever go to. But any questions or comments, put them in the comment box. Love to chat about it. Thanks for watching.